Hey, what's up guys? REAPOFF here, and welcome back to another Skork video. Um, hey guys, well, we are at the point in Skork where things are getting really complicated and difficult to code. We're coding a programming language, right? So, I'm no genius here, so I gotta figure out good and efficient ways to do certain things. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about efficiency to begin with, because if I do that, I'll never get anything done, because I'm probably never going to write anything that's inherently efficient when I first make it. It's just too much to ask for. But anyways, guys, what I'm going to show you, actually, I need to pull it up again, is this, compile and debug. I'm checking what I want to get the value type of a dictionary. Okay. English, Anthony. Okay, so a dictionary in C# or a hash map is like this. The key is a string, so the name, and then the value is the type. So this would be like int, for example. This would be an int dictionary. This would store all the variables. I think I call it ints right now. Ints. Like this. And yeah, let me just show you right now. We go to Skork instructions right in here. Yeah. So we have a public well, right now it's public because I'm just testing stuff. Public static dictionary, string int, and I call it ints. This is going to store all the integers in Skork, right? It's called ints. So yeah, these are dictionaries storing each type. So the doubles has a double value type, the bools have a bool value type, the sprites have a Skork sprite value type. This is the value type. So there's key and value. All the keys are going to be strings, the name of the object, and then the actual object itself is the value, or the value type. This is a value type. So for example, a value type is bool, but a value of a value type bool is true or false. Okay, does that make sense? The value is the actual literal value, and the value type is the underlying type of the object you're working with. If that, explains it. I have a function right here that I just created. It uses a switch statement that takes a string and returns the type. Okay, so right now I don't have a loop class or a goto class, so I'm just returning null. And it returns the class Skork, like the type. So when so if I make a variable, let's say for example, this is gonna be unreachable code. Let me just write it in Skork here. It's a little bit easier. Let's say so pretend this is C# for a second. We have type t equals, and then I'm gonna do get function type, and then I'm gonna pass sprite in there, because really sprite s, that's, I want to pass this, and I want to this t, so t dot get type. We're gonna see if Skork sprite dot get type dot equals, and then we do this. So that's our equivalence checking. This is how we're gonna check if this returned a Skork sprite. We're gonna really check like this. This is kind of like instance of in Java. Not really, actually. No, this is not checking an instance, but it's kind of the same idea. We're really just checking value types of classes, right here, or actual integers and literals right here. Integers, no, not integer, primitives. That's what I meant to say. And yeah, guys, so that's what I have right now. This right click thing that I had going on, this one right here, where it had 3 message boxes showing up, this thing, system.string int32 true. So I make a type array called args, and I take the Skork instructions.int. This is our right here, our public static dictionary of string int. And if we go back, I call it, and then I call the get type on it, and get type on any class, you know, it's inherited from object, which is really good. Type is one of the highest classes in C#, one of the highest, because objects, all objects have the get type. It's inherited. So let me just show you really quick. Skork sprite. Oh, I can't create a sprite. Let me create a color table instance. We'll call it S equals new Skork color table. I know, it doesn't matter, any class, right? And then S dot get type right here, and then dot all of this amazing methods. Checks you know, is it a class? Is it by ref? Is it like a reference? Is it an array? Is it abstract? Is it a pointer type? Is it generic type? You'll see all this stuff here. Pointer type. Is it a primitive variable? That's what I'm using right now. Is it public? Is it sealed? You know, is it security safe? All this is serializable. This is going to be pretty useful. Is value type? Look at that. Very, very important. I'm already seeing tons of stuff here. Is member type? And yeah, so like I said, it's pretty good to not be familiar with that this thing. And it returns type, and I do get generic arguments. So get the arguments of this field right here. Okay, get the arguments of this field. So it's string and int. So the key is going to be the first arg in the array, and the second one is going to be an int. So when we show them, I just call the toString on them. It tells me system.string or system.int32. And then I print, is the value type, is it primitive? And then I call the toString on that boolean. Okay, and then it comes out true. So it's really, that's how I can check if essentially that's this whole mess is to check whether this is referring to a type and not a string, and all sorts of stuff, and just checking what dictionary. Oh, the guys, this is just the beginning of a ton of confusing and difficult code to understand. Yeah, I also saw this on Stack Overflow to use this method right here. So that was really interesting. That helped me a little bit condense my code. You know, I was kind of going crazy. Like, how do you get a value type of a dictionary? How do you get the value type of the dictionary? Because it has two arguments. It's string and int. It's not, the type of the dictionary is a string int, you know? It's two things. So how do I get one of them? And I just want the value, because that's the one that changes. Because the string is the name of every object, and on the right it's the value type of every object, which is different. With all of that aside, I have updated the Skork icon. A little bit less complicated from before. But yeah, guys, we are working on the line parsing. It is unbelievably complicated. Like, that is an understatement. This is the most complicated you can get. Checking, like literally creating a programming language. Like, this is, I have to check for every edge case. Like, int hello equals 4, or like this. This has to parse into this. I have to show you really quick. This has to parse into this. It has to. This is a value type of this variable name with a value of 4. And then I take this, I parse that, and I store it in the ints dictionary. The ints dictionary, which is, dare I say, right here. So this is really, this stores the instruction set for Skork to follow. It just stores it. It doesn't actually run the instructions. This class just stores them. So yeah, we're gonna have to get some getters for this stuff. And yeah, guys, it's a nightmare, but it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing all this stuff because it's really difficult. It's literally next level stuff right here. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something. I try to make these videos informative as best as I can. I mean, the stuff I'm really covering is really, really complicated, so I'm trying my best to kind of make it video appropriate, but you know, it's not going to be. You know, this is a neat this video series is for a very niche audience, for people who really want to see a development cycle of a project, and if you're interested in what Skork does, if you're interested in like a project that creates projects of programming languages, whatever, because you can create projects, then this is the project for you, or the series for you. Anyways, I don't want to make it too long. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out now. That was a voice crack. That's okay though.